everybody! Today I will be reading you a story entitled Little Red Riding Hood. Let's start! Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on the edge of the forest with her mother and father. She was a sweet little girl who was adored by everyone. Her grandmother, who lived in the middle of the forest, really loved her. One day, grandmother gave the little girl a gift. It was a little cape with a red hood. The girl loved the cape a lot and started wearing it every time she went out. She wore the cape so frequently that soon people started calling her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, the grandmother felt ill. Little Red Riding Hood's mother called her to the kitchen when she heard this. "Take these cakes to your mother, and remember," Mother reminded, "be careful when you are crossing the forest. Whatever happens, do not wander off the path and don't talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood agreed and set off. On the way, Little Red Riding Hood saw some bright flowers and decided to pick them and give them to her grandmother. A little further on, she met a wolf. "Where are you going?" asked the wolf, and Little Red Riding Hood told him. The wolf looked at Little Red Riding Hood and thought, "What a nice lunch would she be?" The wolf was very cunning. He told Little Red Riding Hood to look around and see the wonderful flowers and birds that were in the forest. Little Red Riding Hood forgot all about her promise not to wander off the path. She roamed the forest happily. In the meantime, the wolf made his way to her grandmother's house. The wolf knocked on the door and pretended to be Little Red Riding Hood. When he was finally let inside the house, he jumped on grandmother and ate her in one go. When the Little Red Riding Hood came in, she saw what she thought her grandmother in bed. However, she looked different. "What big ears you have, Grandma!" Little Red Riding Hood said. "All the better to hear you with," the wolf replied. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have!" the girl exclaimed. "All the better to see you with," was the reply. "What big teeth you have!" Little Red Riding Hood squealed. "All the better to eat you up with," growled the wolf, leaping out of the bed. Just at that moment, Little Red Riding Hood's father was passing close to the cottage and heard the commotion. He rushed in and knocked the wolf down with one blow of his heavy axe. Hugging Little Red Riding Hood with relief, the woodcutter picked up his axe and cut the wolf's tummy open. Inside was the grandmother, alive and well. Happily, the family shared the cakes, and the Little Red Riding Hood promised never to stray off the path or speak to strangers ever again. Moral of the story: listen to your parents and never trust or speak to strangers. That's the end of the story. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.